Harper gives dating a go and likes what she finds. Rue receives a letter from Cohen. The newly formed surf club trio take a spooky camping trip, and David starts to unravel the events that led to his wife's death.
Hold me in your arms, don't let me go. I want to stay forever, closer each day. Home and away.
Enough there to last the week.
Good. Not risking another run-in with a hairy man.
What?
The hairy man. He only comes out when it's dark, so we've got to keep the fire burning. But he's out there, somewhere, always watching.
Yeah, sure. And I'm Kylie Minogue.
I thought the same thing, JP. It was just a legend that blackfellas told their kids to stop them from wandering off. Then I met one. So on my way home, one night with my brother, my Luca, street lights were out, it's pitch black. And I saw them.
Saw what?
Eyes, glowing bright, up in this big gum tree.
Possum.
That's what I thought. When I looked closer, and I stared into the eyes,
What?
I stopped.
What do you mean?
I was frozen. No matter how hard I tried, I couldn't get my body to move. That's when I realized the hairy man got me.
Well, what happened then?
I was lucky. My Luca shook me so hard, I broke eye contact and we ran so fast. That night, Mum made us all stay in the same room together. She was scared too. She knew the truth of it.
That the hairy man was real.
I'm lucky to have escaped.
You all right there, John?
Yeah, of course I will. Good story, well told. You nearly had me there for a minute. But why don't we just throw a few more logs on the fire, hey? Keep warm?
Sure.
We are Si and Sophie. This is Coastal News, a home and away podcast, your weekly episode companion podcast for your favourite Aussie soap.
They say he's 7 feet tall,
Ooh.
covered head to toe in tangled auburn curls, and smells faintly of wet dog and disappointment. Every Halloween, he emerges from the woods behind the old chippy, lured by the scent of vinegar and fear. Last year, a young boy dared to mock him, called him Bigfoot's scruffy cousin, and threw a pickled egg into the trees. The next morning, the boy's trainers were found hanging from a pub sign, stuffed with hair. This year, the locals are ready. They've stocked up on razors, dry shampoo, and garlic mayo, just in case. But as the fog rolls in and the chippy fryer sputters to life, one question remains. Is that the bush moving, or is the hairy man back for his chips?
I wasn't expecting that.
See, Mali, I can do it too.
Oh, yours was better. That was much better.
Yeah, I asked Copilot to write it me, and I said, "Can you do a bit of an English twist?" So it thought of a chippy. Never mind.
I love the chippy twist. That was brilliant. Loved it. Oh.
So, yeah, you're ready for Halloween now with all this hairy man talk.
I am, and I'm willing to share my chips with a hairy man. Oh, God. Yes. Don't know what to say.
How do you follow that? I mean, let's go with how are you? Are you okay?
I'm much better now. You've cheered me up. Thank you very much. I needed a laugh. So, yeah.
Well, I was
felt-
going for fright, but yeah.
It was the description, I think. Oh, dear. So funny. No,
The
I'm all right.
smell of vinegar and fear.
Yeah, I love the smell of vinegar, so I'm with him on that one. Yeah. Defo. How are you? How was your birthday?
Oh, it was all right, thank you. Low key, loved it.
Okay, yeah, for Tuesday or whatever.
Yeah.
It's hard having a birthday on a weekday, isn't it?
It's just not in the mood, Dal.
It's just
You know
not
what I mean?
cricket. It's just
Yeah.
not. Yeah.
Yeah, and I had the random day off work, but then you're like, oh, what do you do? Work it tomorrow, and I'm working yesterday. Yeah, so it was nice though. It was lovely.
Good.
Yeah, and I've sort of scattered some celebrations throughout the week. I've had a couple of meals out and whatnots.
Yeah.
Um,
And you've got
yeah.
the weekend now, so that's good.
Yes, but I'm not doing anything. I'm all
Sometimes
partied
that's
out.
That's the best, though,
Yeah.
isn't it? Just having a blank weekend to do whatever. You know?
Yeah. No, I've bought a new desk. This is riveting. Bought a new desk.
Uh-oh,
And
Hoover chat
so,
is back.
oh no, I'm just thinking that this feels familiar. So the plan is to sort my life out in this room
Jesus,
and
in a
erect a
weekend?
new yeah.
In a weekend?
Erect a, well, I am younger. And erect a new desk.
Erections will be had. Okay, fair enough.
In the spare room, come
In the
office.
spare room. Oh, right. Yeah.
But yes, so that's yes. What about you? Got any weekend plans?
I haven't actually.
You've got a bit coming up, don't you? So
Yeah,
you know,
I'm in
save your
London
batteries.
next week, so I'm just sort of planning on having a. I think the weather's going to be a bit crappy this weekend. I've heard.
I think it is. Yeah, that's why I'm having a sort out.
Yeah. I think I might have a binge watch of something. I don't know.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
It sounds good. Well, how was home and away this week? Oh, here she goes.
I don't know what to say. I enjoyed some of it.
This is an improvement.
I did enjoy the camping. I think there wasn't enough of it. I think it felt like we were only there for about 20 minutes and then home again.
This is why I gave you more, you see.
Yeah, it did feel a little bit like I was just starting to enjoy it and then it was over and I was like, that's
The whole hairy man thing was obviously to make John cut the whole thing short and not feel bad to get out with it. But, you know, and you start feeling sorry for John. No, I mean, it's dead easy to feel sorry for me anyway. But you know, just spend the weekend with him if you've agreed to it.
I know, it was 2 nights. I was like, just give him 2 nights for God's sake, or at least like when he was scared witless, and he obviously was, even though he didn't want to admit it. You just say, look, there's no hairy man. It was Tane. He was just messing with you. And like, let's just stay one more night and, you know, actually have a chat. I know it's blokes, so they don't really do chatting around the old campfire. They do this kind of stuff and, you know, bottle it up or whatever. But I just felt like I needed a bit more, and I think JP needed a bit longer. So
it was funny hearing him talk about the Navy and stuff on the drive out there. It was funny. It was just so funny.
It was.
You know, and I just felt like I needed it after the last few weeks. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It was a good payoff for getting through the slog.
Definitely.
So yeah, I agree. I enjoyed that bit as well. I think it's building, and I'm not in the same place anymore. Like I feel better. The week went well for me. I thought it was well paced. And I quite liked the sort of things that were happening in the air. If I had to pick one that I thought, it's Tane's whatever jealousy, insecurity about his child and the whole dating thing. But we'll get onto it. But
that was
can live without that.
Yeah.
Could live without that.
Yeah, I agree.
Hey, well, as always, just remind everybody, we are here every week, Coastal News podcast, as you well know, because you've made it this far. But we also have a website, coastalnewspod.com, where you can get access to Your Say on the Bay page. Sophie will tell you more about that later in the episode. Listen to the pod, contact us, get any of our news and updates about things we're doing and we're up to, and you can listen to our sister podcast, Coastal News Investigates, where we interview cast, crew, and more, all on our website, coastalnewspod.com. Don't forget to check it out. Link is in the episode description. I need to mention as well, because it happened a couple of weeks ago, but I've forgotten to thank this person. But you can buy us a coffee. You can give us a little tip if you enjoy the show. We don't really tend to plug it, do we? Like most people do. But it's there. The link's there, and we're always very, very, very grateful for anything really. We don't expect anything, and recently we had a little donation on there from a listener, and thank you. To you out there listening. It is very much appreciated. I'm sorry it's taken me a couple of weeks to say it. It's been very busy and with all the news and the things we're getting on with the episodes, but I have remembered to, it's written in my notes here to make sure that I thank you. So thank you.
And they didn't give us a name, did they? They were anonymous.
Yes. Oh, it's like it's not an identifiable name. Yeah.
Okay.
But thank you, and I know I've noticed on there you did it before, so I appreciate. We do appreciate it.
Thank you.
We will use it on coffee.
Will we?
But yeah, if you feel like you want to do that, feel free. If you don't, you don't. It's just something we have, and we
Do
don't.
they not have buyersofwine.com?
Buyersofwine.com. I'm sure that probably exists.
Yeah, probably a bad idea.
Yeah. We don't need any more encouragement. We're doing the raffle, should I say, as well. During the recent award show, we did. I'm just looking down now to see where this mug is. Oh God, I'm sure I'll put it on here. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Make sure that survived the live sort out. And we asked people to enter our free giveaway for one of our famous Coastal News mugs. So we pulled the entries in with last year's Coastal News Klaxons as well. So we'll do the draw on that later this weekend, and then we'll get that out to whoever's won that. I haven't forgotten. Again, it's just been a busy time of year, Dal.
Very busy. Yes.
So keep your eye on your emails, people, if you did enter that, because you'll get an email soon. Right, do you want to talk about this week's Home and Away, Sophie?
Go on then. Why not?
Right, before you get drowned in lip gloss and netball, you mean? That's
very unlikely.
Brie, you'll remember, had summoned Remy to the hospital last week. Thankfully, this was a sort of tying up a loose end from the week before, and off we went to something else, because I'm about done with Remy, I'm honest with you. Said it all last week, didn't we? So he's gone to the hospital. She tells him, leave me alone. Look, she even threatens with an AVO, doesn't she? And she's pretty clear, I would say. There's no sort of there's no way you can sort of misconstrue this now. She's quite clear. I think the penny's finally dropped for Remy at this stage, hasn't it? That he's actually petrified her. Not least that she says, well, you reminded me of my ex that beat me up. She's petrified, and I think hearing it from the horse's mouth seemed to resonate more with him.
Yeah.
So he's mortified by it, isn't he? Steps back. How is this gonna work, Sophie? Later in the week, we see him. I mean, thankfully, we see him, throwing himself back into his gym routine on the beach. Thank you. And is he gonna now focus on himself and sort of that self-loathing that he's been going through? Is this a turning point? What do you think? I'm counting on you as a Remy sympathizer.
Remy sympathizer. God, that doesn't sound good. Yeah, I think the same. I think he needed to hear it, didn't he? He
Mm.
obviously was very excited when he got the text message from her, summoning him to her bedside. And he kind of ran there thinking, "Oh, there's hope, there's hope." And then she was very, very clear with him, wasn't she? Which I thought
Yeah.
was really, really good. It mixed messages at first, but then once she actually had the chat with him, I thought that was a really good way of explaining it to him. And he did listen, like he was sober, and it was the morning, and he was taking it on board. It could have gone one or two ways, that chat, really, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this is the turning point, and I kind of was like, hallelujah, because we've also, since this conversation with Bree, we've had another conversation with Eden this week where he's gone, "Oh, do you know what? I've got some money in the bank, and I could do something with that."
Oh my God, he
I know.
remembered.
He remembered that he's a millionaire, and he remembered that he's got no purpose in life. And it was like 2 and 2 together. Maybe I should use my money to do something, rather than just getting drunk. And I thought, yes, here we are. This is literally what I've been asking the universe for weeks now. So
Yeah, well, he's gone top 10 in Denmark. And can I tell you, Remy, we know how it
I
feels.
was gonna say, I did tweets tonight.
Did you?
I did. I said, by the way, Coastal News podcast is also a hit in Denmark. Just FYI.
I love that.
Just FYI. I mean, I think there's only 2 people that listen, but
Gets you up them charts.
it does. It helps. Every little helps.
Of course it does.
Thank you, Denmark.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm hoping that this is turning a corner. I'm hoping we're not going to go back. We haven't had any more scenes of him really brooding over Bree or looking at photos. We saw her deleting photos on her phone, so I've kind of gone, this is over now, and we need to chivvy on. And
yeah, we've had a very blatant message, haven't we?
Yeah.
There's a line being drawn, and it's one of those, look, home and away is very obvious. So it's obvious when they're being obvious, if that makes any sense. And there's no ambiguity. So it's like, we are now getting on with things, and you must pay attention. So yeah, I am doing. I agree. Thoughts on Remy starting a record label? I mean, my first reaction was eye roll, because I'm thinking, bloody hell, music is a coming.
Yeah, well, my first thought was to all of you guys who suffer through lyric and whose comments I read out week after week on Your Sail the Bay, who are less than impressed with the band and the music on Home and Away. And my first thought was, oh Christ, I'm going to get loads of comments.
Not again.
Because everyone's going to hate this. And there were a few people tonight on Friday's episode saying, does this mean we're getting threatened with music again? Is that coming back? And I think that is the way it's going. I don't hate this idea though, because I think it makes sense for his character.
Yeah, and he'd have a job.
He'd have a purpose.
Yeah.
And it makes sense for him. I don't think he's going to necessarily make it as the big rock star now. I think that probably is a pipe dream that is not in his reach anymore. But he certainly has got the money and the connections to help other people. And we don't necessarily have to see it. We just have to see him go off and do it, and then come back and talk about it.
I actually think it opens some opportunities to diversify some of the job roles of the characters.
Exactly, which is what we talked about last week with Sonny.
Yeah. Sonny could. I can see Sonny helping him out quite easily. He's a hustler. Justin.
Yeah,
he's got a job, but Justin. In his management skills, I suppose. But I think it's a good fit for his character. Only his character could do it, and it not be too ridiculous. I actually didn't hate Eden's little remark about getting signed to him.
Yeah.
I actually didn't hate that, because we all love Eden, don't we, in terms of voice.
And she's she's good at insult. Like, I like her being there, but she's kind of wasted there, isn't she?
Yeah. The risk, I guess, is, does she just end up repeating Kirby's storyline? Look, we're running now before we've even crawled, but that's my only sort of. If that was to come to fruition, it's going to look very Kirby.
Yeah. But she might not get like big fame like Kirby did. She might not get like big attention. She just might be on an indie record label and get a few gigs in the city every now and again, and she goes off and does that. And I wouldn't hate that.
And fails to crack Denmark.
It's very hard to do. So yeah,
Mm.
exactly. I don't hate it. Let's see how it plays out, though. I may change
Yeah.
my mind.
Yeah.
But I don't hate the idea of it right now. I think we do
Yeah.
need it. I can't take any more of Remy just sitting around. It's not believable at the moment that he would just be sat on his ass doing nothing.
I agree. I
Yeah,
agree. And that
Yeah.
money's got to go somewhere. We've been
Exactly.
crying out for it since the day he got it.
exactly.
Sonny's on the phone to his parents this week. He's got a brother called Dylan. Potential new character unlocked. He's graduating uni, and Dana's excited at least. Sonny explains that, look, he's doing the whole "woe is me" trope, isn't he? You know, I'm the embarrassment of the family. You know, mum and dad think I'm the, you know, what have you. You know, the black sheep. So Dana's like, right, mister, start talking. Now, you'll remember last week during his huff, let's call it, about, you know, does he pay rent and all that business, highlighter on the bank statements. He was saying, wasn't he, that, or they had this discussion when they made up about her saying, look, I really don't really know you, you know. So I think it's right that we start this, and that she probed him a bit this week. And he wants her to go with him, doesn't he, to this graduation? And she's like, nah, I'm not meeting your family like this. So he does end up going on his own, and maybe that's something we'll get to see in the future. I'm quite looking forward to that. As one of the best couples on the show, I actually think I'm interested in seeing her meet the parents and him learn about her life. Well, more so. I know her life's a little bit more checkered and complicated.
Yeah.
But you know, we know Sonny comes from Remy's world and a similar upbringing of that. We know they lost it all. What that could look like is quite intriguing to me. So I like that, and I'm invested in the couple. So I want to see it all tied together. You know, meet the in-laws. But before he goes, it's time for some rampy pumpy. So he seems to. I don't know how long this graduation is, where it is. It felt like a right old goodbye, didn't it?
He said it was a good drive, didn't he? He said, I've got to go now because it's a decent drive. I did feel for Dana, like seeing her boyfriend. They've just said, I love you. He gets in the car and he drives off. And I thought the last time this happened, he never came back, did he?
Well, it mirrored Xander.
Yeah.
It was. I'm glad you mentioned it. I've got it written down. It was it was the same spot.
Yeah.
The same place. It was a complete contradiction of the Xander leaving scene. And I thought it was a bit subtle. I thought it could have, if I was gonna nitpick it, I thought it could have been a little bit more obvious from Dana's perspective that was a bit weird for her.
Yeah.
You know, but she was quickly snapped out of it by her sister, wasn't she?
Yeah.
But I'm glad you clocked it, because I did.
Yeah, I did feel a bit like, oh God, this reminds me of when she said, I love you to Xander, and he was like, I love you, and then he was meant to be gone for like 2 weeks, and then she got like a text message or whatever going, I'm not coming back. And by the way, can you post me my stuff? I was like, okay. So yeah, I did think she did make a bit of a joke about it, like as long as you're definitely coming back or something.
Yeah.
But it was a bit, I don't know.
I love those little Easter eggs though.
Yes.
Like the scene, if you put those scenes side by side, they're identical.
Yes.
They're identical scenes.
I was wondering whether we might have seen her like texting him, you know, and being a bit kind of, he hasn't texted back.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope everything's okay. And maybe Harper saying he's not Xander, he's just busy.
Yeah. I wonder if that might come though, if he's going to be gone a couple of weeks. Or I wonder what she's going to be like when he gets back.
Yes.
You know, that's one to watch, isn't it? But yeah. Oh, we're such geeks. We saw it all.
You can't not, can you, when you watch it this closely? It's so obvious.
But I just love that, like, if someone's listening to this tomorrow, and they're like, oh my God, I didn't even, oh my, they're right. And I was like, yes, that's what we're here for. Your service.
Oh, dear me. Yes, we are geeks on your behalf.
Yes, please rate and review. Yeah. Now Dana's attention, thankfully he's out of town, because her attention is completely consumed by Harper on smouldr this week. Now, you and I love a smouldr storyline. They're always good.
Yes.
are always good. And Dana basically offers her help with this. Apps, etc. Let's muddle our way through this like a pair of boomers. So, turns out Harper doesn't know her IRLs from her ASLs. And
I don't
Dana...
believe that.
No, I don't.
I don't believe
Mm.
that. But anyway, moving on.
Yeah, no, I don't. But yeah, turns out she's a bit old-fashioned. And Dana tells her to meet up with said dates, because that's the only way to get to know anyone. Just chatting online's not really dating, is it?
No.
And I think this is a sort of sign of modern times. I think in the infancy of internet dating, we would say, "Oh, I'm talking to somebody online, and we're seeing each other, we're going to see where it goes, and then you might meet up." Whereas I think these days, I think there's a very much a separation. This is what I'm understanding from the youth. There's a very much a separation. It's not really dating; you just chat online. That's
Yeah.
not actually. There's a quite a big distinction these days. Maybe it's because internet chatting is so prevalent. We just do it, don't we? We don't really.
I think it's so easy now as well. Like, she literally said she's got 6 guys that she's messaging on this app.
God, me head.
I know. I mean, I can't be arsed, Dal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The idea of it, I'm just exhausted thinking about it.
How do I fit that in talking about traits and nobody blame you?
I know, exactly. It's not a chance. Not a chance. I'm busy, Dal. Busy. But I don't know. So it must be easier to just get access to people now, and therefore, I guess we're also used to using devices and
This is it.
messaging and whatever.
Yeah.
It's so throwaway.
It's actually normal. Yeah.
You just write a
Yeah.
message in a couple. You don't agonize over every word, do you? Just bring a message across and go, oh yeah.
Yeah.
But you could also be whoever you want behind a screen, because you could have an AI photo now. You can tell AI, draw me a picture of me looking like this, and have that as a kind of catfish photo. And you can pretend to be whoever you want to be on a dating profile. So
Hey, you can even make it move.
exactly, that's creepy. That's creepy. Yeah, but there's so much you can get away with now, isn't there? And you can pretend to be someone you're not. And I think
it's a bit scary, isn't it?
it is.
When you think about it.
But I think that's why maybe, if you think someone's worth meeting up with, then meet them and then make sure that they are who they say they are. And if they're not, you can just move on and go, right, well, that was a complete waste of time. But not spend weeks and weeks and weeks chatting to someone, because then you find out that they're a catfish.
It's a bot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I think you're right. So I think Dana's advice was spot on then, is what we're saying.
Yeah, you have to go and meet them and then rule them out if immediately if there's no chemistry, or they're not who they said they are, or they've got a picture. If it's actually like a 75-year-old man with a picture of him from when he was 40, that happens. Weird stuff happens on the internet. So
of course. I mean, it all becomes very stressful because Harper's like stressed about it, and it's rightly so.
Yeah.
You can't really knock her for that bit. She's putting herself out of her comfort zone, isn't she?
Yeah.
She's, let's face it, she doesn't really deep down want to be doing this. And she's finding it a bit overwhelming. So Dana basically snatches a phone off her and organises a date on her behalf, and sort of forces her hand. And I think sometimes you need someone like that, and you're like, what a sister's for, eh? Do you know what I mean? So the date goes quite well. But there's no chemistry, so she lines up another one, and Tane sees her because he's back from his camping trip, which obviously we're going to get onto, but he gets back because he's not been around for the first date, and he's catching the feels here, isn't he? Come on, tell me what is going on.
I don't know.
He's not happy about it.
There's something going on with him. I don't know what it is. I don't know whether it's jealousy because she's moving on. I don't know whether it's I don't want her, but I don't want anyone else to have her either.
Which we were talking about in the week, weren't we?
And I don't know whether I've got the energy to care.
Yeah.
And work it out.
Yeah.
I want him to tell me what the problem is, because I'm just like, just tell me, because then I'm going to fast forward through the scenes.
Well, blimey. Okay, so I've assessed it as not same thing. I don't want her, but I don't want anyone else to have her for selfish reasons.
Yes.
In that, and he said them to Eden, didn't he? When he sat down with Eden, he said, "I don't want my baby to be brought up by another man." You have to remember, Tane had this vision of a wife and children, and how many acres of farmland was it?
Yeah.
You know, and a picket fence. He had the farm, and it's all that's very important to him. And he had this idyllic, traditional image of what his life was going to be like, and it's not happened that way for whatever reason, through his faults or not. You know, it's not happened, and this is another reminder to him that things are not. However they pretend, he can move her in, he can, pretend to love her and try and force her into marriage. Whatever he attempts, it's not what he thought his life was going to be, and he has to keep having these realisms, these reminders of actually what his situation he's in. I think this was another one.
Yeah.
And also, I think he has knocked Joe on the head. So I think he's a little bit pissed that, and he's agreed to it just to be polite, but I think he's a bit pissed off that he's had to knock Joe on the head, but she's going out dating and he's sat looking after the baby. Or am I being facetious? I don't know.
You're right. I hadn't actually thought about that, but he did tell her, didn't he? He did say, "Oh, I'm not going to date her. I don't want anyone to come between you and me."
Yeah.
And then maybe he feels like he fell on his sword. He sacrificed himself, and now she won't do the same. So he feels a bit hard done by.
Yeah, I think there's got to be a bit of that going on.
That's interesting. I just don't. I don't know about you, but I just don't think there's any
Feeling
danger.
22. Yeah,
I definitely don't feel 22. I feel about 82. But I don't feel like there's any danger of him losing access to his son at the moment. I feel like he is the primary caretaker.
I'm gonna say, you wouldn't even know if you just tuned into this show today.
Yeah.
You would not even know she's got a kid.
No. He's the primary parent in this storyline. He's the one that's with Archie most of the time. And I think there's more danger of him ending up with being a full-time parent and her moving in with this bloke and forgetting all about Archie than the other way around. Do you know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's very strange, this dynamic of these lot. I mean, it's just more proof to me that she didn't want to be a mom. She wanted the man. But there we go.
No, yeah, I think it reinforces everything that we've gone through this whole 12 months or however long it's been.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think it reinforces it. And I think we all know it's a bad idea. They've moved in. I've been saying, they're going to end up having a rollabout and it's going to get messy. I actually don't think, having watched this week, I've actually sort of climbed down from that idea now. And I'm actually thinking it's going to be more about Tane feeling hard done by that he's sacrificed dating and she hasn't.
Yeah.
Even though he's told her something different.
Yeah.
And also it's about sort of him and his kid. And he wants to be involved with the kid a lot, which I don't think, like you said, I don't think he needs to worry about because that kid has had more babysitters than I've had at dinners. He is never with his mum. He doesn't know who his mum is. I'd be shocked.
Yes.
I think that's going to be one of those long-running soap trope jokes.
Yeah.
She's going to get a babysitter.
Yeah.
She's never with baby Archie.
Yeah.
I feel for her a bit because she is also, we know she's still carrying that torch and she's doing something about trying to get over it, which we have to commend her for because we've been imploring her to do it. So I'm willing to give her some slack, and I do feel for her a bit because she's trying to get out there, she's trying to do it. But then she does silly things like move in with him, and she's still tied there, and she's like she's got a big ball and chain tied around her ankle.
And she's in the middle of the living room in just a towel.
Yeah, well, we've got to call that out as well because we called Tane out for it the other week.
We did. Yeah, he was in the middle of the living room with hardly any clothes on, and she's done it this week, and he was looking at her sideways, and I was like, "Oh, please don't go there! Just don't go there!"
Is the director or the writers or whatever? Are they just doing that to wind us up? Because we're all like, "No!"
I think so, because everybody on social media is just like, "Dude, I do not have time for this." No, we've been there. We've bought the T-shirt. We ripped it up. It's over.
Yeah. They're just messing with us.
I think they are.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't know.
What do you make of Drew then? Which is the second successful date that she seems really smitten with.
Well, did we even really see much of him? I don't know whether we did.
He's got a name and she's talking about him a lot. So I'm wondering.
He's got a name and he's got a face, and I think he said one line about testosterone. And apart from that, I don't really have a read on him.
Lip gloss and netball. Who I'm just a bit like the suspicious home and away viewer in me is like, who is he? Who's he connected to? How does he know Harper? Is he from a past?
No.
You know, and your mind's like,
I hadn't gone there. I just thought he was just some guy off the dating app. I've not really given him much of my thoughts, I'll be honest, in terms of him. I've given her dating some, I've thought about that this week, and I've been watching her and her giddiness and that delusion that we are familiar with when it comes to Harper and men, and how fast she wants to go with them. And he's great, and we've got a real connection. We've had 2 hours with him. Calm down.
well, this is. I wonder. Do you know what? You raised really, really good point here, because her infatuation with Tane was rapid. Is this her? Like, is this like a, it's a Harper thing?
But then the conversation with Dana suggested that was more of a Dana thing, and I was like, I don't believe that, because from what I've seen of her, and yes, okay, it's only been Tane and this guy on a date, but once she starts to like someone, she's all in immediately, and like goes with her heart, not her head. She's not questioning this or trying to see objectively or think, am I being love bombed or catfish? Am I being lied to? Has he even got kids? Where's the evidence of any of this stuff?
I know.
He could be lying. I don't
Somebody needs to get Harper a Netflix subscription and then just scare her off. Con men online.
That's true. It's true. Yeah. I just think she needs to be a bit cautious, especially because she is a mother, and whoever she does bring into her life, she also will inevitably, eventually, bring into her baby's life. So I think she does need to be a bit more cautious and wary. I'm not saying, never date again. I'm just saying just take it slow. And don't get all giddy and delusional and like, oh, he's so great. Is he though? Like, where's the evidence?
Yeah. And Tane is also part of that. Like, it's going to be in Tane's life as well.
Yeah.
So, whether you like it or not, this all has to be worked out. You really need to take your time and make sure it's right, don't you?
Yeah, you do.
I guess that's what Dana was trying to tell her.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, she slipped on the. I mean, she looked great in the black dress,
and it was nice to see her happy, because seeing her miserable for weeks and weeks and weeks has not been fun.
Yeah.
And we've been moaning about that. So seeing her look happy and giddy, it's a shame she doesn't feel this happy about her child. But
but she loves a Korean barbecue.
She does.
So
she does.
Who needs a baby?
That's
when
true.
You've got Korean barbecue.
Exactly.
It's my middle name.
My thoughts exactly. Do you know what was lacking with this storyline this week? And it pricked, because there was one thing that made me sit up and listen in this storyline this week, and then it went away, and I'm really annoyed about it. And it was when we were in the diner, and Dana and Harper were talking about the apps, and they mentioned smouldr, and Maz was in the background, and Maz went, oh, I'm on smouldr, and they both went, oh yeah, and then she went off to the kitchen and never mentioned it again. And I was like, Marilyn's on smouldr. This is news, people. Has she been on any dates? Is she messaging anybody? Like, I need to know the deets, Maz.
Did she say she's on it presently, like in present tense?
Yes, I rewound it and I put the subs on. Yeah, she did. She said, "Oh, I'm on smouldr."
Yeah, well, we need to know deets then, don't we? You're right.
A part of me was like, I hope they've dropped that in, because it's going to be next year. It's going to be a Marilyn storyline.
Yes, which we're all wanting, aren't we?
It's been 2 years. Come on, we need a Marilyn storyline. So I don't know. I got excited because I was like, she's on smouldr. This needs to be explored. I need to know. Like, when she says, "Oh, I'm just nipping out to Yabby Creek to go and buy a meditation bowl," is she actually going for coffee with someone off smouldr?
Yeah, is meditation bowl a euphemism for?
Exactly.
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 Yeah. I am looking forward to a Marilyn story. I feel like we should get one, and I feel
Yes.
like it's coming. Now we've got Reenie out the way.
Ouch. It's
I
only been
was
2 weeks.
hoping. I think it'll. On early prediction, I've said this a few times. I think it's going to involve Sarge. Personally,
I wouldn't hate it from the point of view of getting her in that beach house.
no, but that's it. I'm not loving the rest of it.
He's too
No, he's
at the moment. I guess he's too. I still
Well,
think he's gonna.
You think he'll change, don't you? Think it's all part of the story, but
Yeah, I think he's got a personality in there somewhere behind the grief.
I think you're being kind.
And it will be like the old Mr. Fisher thing, where Mr. Fisher was like a fuddy-duddy, and then like Marilyn made him a bit more fun. I'm not.
That's why I think it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm sorry. You did see him miming to that song this week.
I watched it from between my fingers.
You must have seen it.
I did. It was when he started air guitaring with his own leg. I was like, oh no, no.
And I was thinking, his mouth's not even saying the right lyric.
He doesn't know the lyrics. He's old. He can't even hear them. Hello. Oh God, no. Although I'm sorry, but what was worse than David air guitaring his own legs was Joe. Get out my way! Get out my way! What was that? Get out my way! What accent was that? I was so confused. I had to rewind it because I was like, it sounds like she's going, get out my way! Like a northern
she's from Huddersfield.
Yeah, it sounds like someone from Huddersfield with road rage. Get out my way! Get out my way!
I'm Ronnie Bloody Pickering.
It's true. Honestly, go back and listen. Get out my way!
Obviously, I'm going to run downstairs in a bit and go back and listen to that.
Awful. I don't know what note that was supposed to be. I'm not sure.
Again, you're being kind. Langham's Day is arrived. Might as well talk about them now. We are doing anyway. They've moved into the beach house, haven't they? What on earth has he done to it?
Was it green?
It's green. It's green.
What colour is it? Is it green?
It's green.
Is it like a duck green? I can't work out what colour green it is. I don't know if it's my TV.
Yeah, it's like a pastel Easter type green, isn't it?
Like a duck egg. Yeah.
I'm crying here. What have they done to Irene's house? And then she left all that beautiful furniture and he's obviously tipped it.
Well, the table's gone, isn't it, for a start?
I mean, look, it looks nice and fresh and it's had a bit of a do. I'm wondering if we're going to start. I mean, the one grace here is chances are, because these are a newish family and they're going to have a lot of stories, so we're going to see the house a lot more than perhaps we did.
And it's psychological. Now it looks like David's house. It doesn't look like Irene's house.
It's like a fresh start, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, we've had scenes out on the patio again, sat outside, so we're seeing it again in all its glory again. One of our favourite sets. So I don't want to complain too much, but what has he done to it?
Do you know what? I'm happy because the back door is still wide open.
It is, but Alf's decided to come in through the front. So.
Of course. The back door is an exit for Alf.
Ever the traditional. Missionary Alf. Happy Anzac Day.
I can't breathe. Lucky Martha. No wonder she lives in Marimbula. Sorry. Oh God, it's true though.
So he's sharing this news around town. He wants to show off the duck egg green, and he's going to throw a barbecue. Very Aussie. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Invites Theo. Which waters start to muddy again here because he's like, I'll ask Lacey. She obviously doesn't want to go. But Theo still goes. And me and you were texting each other going, what the hell? Not only that, like Theo takes the whole clan. He takes Leah, Justin.
I didn't oppose Leah and Justin being there.
As
think
friends of David.
That's
yeah.
fine, but Theo, if that was my boyfriend and going around my family's house that I wasn't friends with, or no, I don't think I'd like that.
No. No,
Mm.
same. You want him on your side, don't you? It's a really weird relationship that I just don't
Yeah.
understand because it's a lot of hassle.
Yeah.
Theo,
It
a
is.
lad of Theo's age would just be like, "Soz, but
Yes.
I'm out." You know.
I'm surprised he's not back on the drugs. You
I
know.
know. I know. Where's Val when you need her?
Just ring her up. She was a lot more breezy. Come on.
Exactly. Want a bit of fun? Do you know what I mean? Oh,
Yes.
really, really wearing thin on Sai.
Mm.
I've even used third person. Now, up at the beach house, whilst prepping for this barbecue, Joe finds the file. And welcome back, the flashbacks. Finally, I'm thinking, bloody hell, they've forgotten she was having these. And yeah, it doesn't really tell us anything though. So, but it does feel like, yes, finally, we're revisiting this story. Let's get on with it. And then basically, he's like, confronts her dad, doesn't she, about the file. And it's like, what are you doing with this? I thought we were moving on. Why have you got this again? And she ends up storming out, finds Tane, and sees Lacey on the route. Lacey then learns about this file, doesn't believe her, and goes up to visit Dad herself. They even hug. I mean, what a turning point for these two at this stage. But it seems like David sort of switched now. Whatever he does, he's going to upset one of them. You know, and actually, I am just sitting there totally and utterly perplexed because I was like, Joe wanted this all to be. We were talking about. She was on board with the PI.
Yeah.
Several weeks back. So what's the problem now?
But who phoned the PI and told them to back off? Because it wasn't Sarge, which we thought it was at the time.
No, yeah, this is why I'm so suspicious of Jo, and I keep saying to you, don't I?
Yeah.
She knows more. That I think she remembers everything.
Do you?
And I think the flashbacks are a red herring.
Oh.
Are you not there yet?
I don't know. I have taken it on face value at the moment, and I am believing that she doesn't remember for whatever reason. But maybe that's because I'm being a bit naive. I don't know. Maybe you're right.
How else could you explain that she's all like you say? She agreed to the PI, but they were told to back off, and now she's not agreeing to Dad looking into it, and she knows Dad will find it.
Is that because she knows that Dad will probably be a better investigator than some random PI?
Maybe.
Does she believe her dad is super detective or whatever?
Super duper. Yeah, YCPD computer. Yeah, maybe, and maybe she know. But the thing is, he's going to look at it from the angle and the lens of this is my wife, and he's got this invested interest to make sure he wants to repair his family. He's going to look at it in way more passion than someone who's like, oh yeah, she died. Blah blah blah. I'm not dismissing the investigation, but I feel like she knows damn well what happened.
Yes. Yeah. I think you're right. The private investigator, they're doing it for money, whereas David's doing it for repairing his family, isn't he?
Yeah. He's way more invested in it, in fact, in getting to the bottom of it.
Yeah.
And then this thing where he digs up the call. That's the only thing that throws my theory in that. I did believe her when she said she didn't know. When he played the call to her.
Yes.
And she reacted as like, I don't remember doing this. That was sort of believable to me.
Yeah, and also, I don't know if you've noticed, but in all the flashbacks, it's really obvious, and it, pointed out in the way that she sort of behaves in the car, that she's got a head injury because she's covered in blood on her head, and she keeps touching her head while she's in the car. And I think all of that is telling us she's got a head injury, so that's why her memory's not.
Yeah, but that's just convenient.
I know, but I
Mm.
think that's being spelled out so obviously to me, which is why I'm taking it at face value, because I'm
Yeah,
like,
which means it must mean something.
they're
Yeah.
telling me she's got a head injury, which means it will affect her memory.
Mm.
So even though she did make the call, it doesn't necessarily mean that she remembered doing it later.
Yeah. Yeah. I
I
don't know.
don't know.
There's a twist here somewhere.
Well, I was kind of hoping the twist would come out on this episode.
We
With
have
the
waited
call.
long enough.
I was absolutely convinced when he said, "Oh, I'm going to get the 000 call." I was absolutely convinced it was going to be another voice. It was going to be someone else, and I was thinking, I hope it's someone that they go, "That's so and so. I know that voice."
Mm.
And he didn't, like, it's a man or a woman, and he or she didn't leave their details with the call handler. You know, they said, "What's your name?" And they're like, "Oh, I'm not going to give my name, but you need to send an ambulance." But
Yeah.
then David recognizes the voice, or like Lacey or Joe recognizes the voice and goes, "That's so and so." And then that would have been another lead. And I was like, and when it was just Joe, I was like, well, we've learnt nothing because she's got no memory.
Oh, is she?
Well, she's not saying anything, so we've not learned anything
Yeah.
again. So I was a bit disappointed because
Yeah.
I was like,
No, you're right. It
oh,
felt like we were about to go
yeah,
forth, and
yeah,
then we're just like, well, yeah, someone rang it. What if she was there? So that makes doesn't
yeah.
it does not. It's not fed us, has it? It's not give us what we want.
There's no new information. It all it is still they had a crash. She was driving. She phoned the ambo and she doesn't remember it. That's it. We've not learned anything new. I'm like, oh,
It'd be interesting to find out if this is quite a big thing next week.
I hope so. Yeah.
Because for me, if we are to get Joe innocent in all this and Lacey even open to it, there needs to be a third party involved, doesn't there?
There has to be. This is why I was so convinced. I was thinking there's going to be a third person on this phone call. They're going to either be a passenger in the car that ran away after the accident because they didn't want to get, implicated for whatever reason, or they're going to be someone that's seen it, or they're going to be someone that caused the accident because they were in a second car that, was never traced or whatever. And I was really convinced that this was going to be something big. So the fact that we are still in week whatever, still talking about it, and we're not got any further, there's got to be something coming. There has to be, hasn't there?
Yeah. Yep. Buckle in. We'll find out in first look tomorrow.
Oh, good. Yes, let's hope.
Hopefully. I don't actually know anything. But yeah, I'm just happy we're here now and we're talking about it again because it just disappeared for weeks and it was a bit frustrating.
It did.
And I was losing.
I was watching her. I was watching her while she was listening to that phone recording, and it was like she was concentrating and like something was trying to creep back, like a memory was trying to creep back, and she was trying to put herself in the car. And I don't know whether next week she's going to just keep listening to that tape, and then something's going to pop into her head, and she's going to remember something.
It's going to work a memory out. Yeah.
I hope so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the way that your brain kind of repairs after an injury is quite fascinating, but it can work that way and like bring back a memory. When you kind of force yourself to go back into that moment and try and remember it. So
like that's so Raven.
Yes. Exactly. Something like that. Yeah.
Right, Alf's a bit down this week. Justin goes to talk to him on the beach, and he's not up to talking much, is he? Bless him. And he goes for a beer though, because that's the language Alf speaks. And he does explain, that Marilyn thinks this is Justin. Marilyn says to him, Justin says to Alf that Marilyn's told him that he's struggling a bit. And Alf says, no, nobody realizes really the hole that boy Cohen's going to leave behind. So we know that the Stewarts, although they're not on screen much this week, they are reeling from the departure of Cohen still. And later in the week, we find out that Cohen himself has sent a letter to Rue. He sounds okay. His nana sounds nice. And Rue is a little bit sort of torn, really, isn't she? She's in this state of not wanting to let on to him that she's upset, but obviously wants him to have a good time and wants to write back. So again, we're tying up the end of Cohen's story, I think, aren't we?
Mm.
How do you feel this has gone, Soph, in terms of Cohen leaving last week? We've heard a little bit from him now. Chances are that's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Would you wanted more, or do you think that's a good way to leave it?
I think last week was rushed, and I think obviously we talked about that on last week's pod, and I think that was the general feeling across everybody on social media and everyone watching the show that felt that that was a bit rushed. So I think we did need a follow-up scene this week just to check in, just
Yeah.
to say, okay, he's definitely gone, he's definitely not coming back, but he's okay and everything's working out, and he sent a letter and it's all good. I think we needed that. I don't think it will get anything else. The only thing I thought of this week was she did write 2 letters and put them both in envelopes, and then she was only going to post one. And I thought, this is a soap. Which one is she actually going to post? The one that she means to post, or the one that she doesn't mean to post? And if she posts the wrong one, it's possible that we might see Cohen again, because that might kick off.
Yes.
I don't know, but I think it's over. I think that's the end of Cohen. I think this was drawing a line under it. David's little comment to Alf about this is a great, conclusion to the storyline of Cohen. He's back with family. Who couldn't ask for better. To me, that was telling us he's gone and he's not coming back. But I don't know.
Same. I took that as a message to us. What I would like, though, is like it to turn out that Cohen's family isn't very nice after at all. The letter was all, made up. That he wants to be back. That he was taken too quickly. Not as far as harm to Cohen, but it's not as rosy. Yeah. And he's neglected, or but not in a serious way, but like
just in a it's you. I'm not actually that interested in you.
Because it's been ringing in my ears that you told me.
About the mum.
About the mum. Why did she leave? What were the reasons? Why would she choose that kind of life over? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it would be nice to have that cleared up, and then I think there's a lot of story potential still, basically.
Yeah, that is going to be a question mark, unfortunately. And I think what we probably could have done with is a scene where David's doing his due diligence, or the social workers are doing their due diligence and saying to the mum, this guy's come forward, we've done a DNA test, so, he's the dad. So he was going to go into foster care and hopefully go on to get adopted or whatever. But now this bloke's come forward, that's going to be the best option for him. Just letting you know. And at that point, she could have said, "Oh God, that's a really terrible idea," or even, I don't know. That I think just telling her that he's back would have been useful.
Yeah.
Her reaction to that would have been useful to know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't know whether we'll find it. I don't know whether
No,
we'll get
I
it.
don't think so either. I think that's it. But there's just so much more we could do with it. It's a shame, really.
Yeah.
As frustrating as it all was at some points. I think to cut it feels like it's cut short.
Yes.
The story.
Yeah.
Now, what else has been cut short this week is a camping trip with what we're now calling the Surf Club Trio. Mali bumps into Tane on the beach this week, and John, third party John. And, he had to say that, John's looking a bit lost without Irene at the moment. He's still reeling from her departure. We all know he's struggling, don't we, the audience? And it seems like a lot more characters are cottoning on to this and learning this around the bay as the weeks rumble on since Irene's departure. And he suggests a camping trip. Okay. And Tani isn't keen at first, but when Harper goes on a date, he thinks, fuck it, I'm going to go camping with the men. So, I love that movie, by the way. It's one of my faves. The wife's away and I've gone camping with me men friends.
I need to rent that because I'm unfamiliar. Oh, God. Yes.
Very climactic at the end. So it anyway, this whole thing turned out to be hilarious. They're in the woods, they're playing pranks on each other. The kangaroo poo prank, for example. I was in stitches and I just needed this in my life at this moment. The show has been really heavy,
Yes.
the past couple of months. It's been a bit tough going, and I think we just needed this little stopgap, this little light relief after
Yes.
it all. And I, for one, lapped it up. Marley starts telling John about all these legends of the blackfellas and the scary stories, this blooming hairy man. And John is spooked like no end. An absolute comic genius, Shane Withington. I swear to God, it couldn't be anyone better. He's up all night, shadows in the dark, scratching on his tent. I was crying laughing at this. Did you enjoy it?
I did. I loved it. I loved it. It was comedy. It was just pure comedy, and like you say, it was just nice to for a different sort of scenery as well. To get away from the bay, see something different. And there just wasn't enough of it for me. That, unfortunately, I think that's the only negative I would say is that I wish this had gone on a bit longer.
Yeah. I think it was healing a lot of us, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And I think, we definitely need some more of this medicine. I just love the next morning, and he's not had a wink of sleep, John, has he? And he's banging the pan with the. Again, they're all like, "What's going on?" And I thought what was really clever is Mali wasn't in on the joke, so Tane's done this whole thing himself in the night.
Yeah. He wants to go home. He wants to go home.
Just wants out of there, but doesn't want to be the awful guy that says it.
Yeah.
Needs John to say it.
He needs to scare John so they can all go home, because John's driven them, so he needs to go. Yeah, he needs to decide to go. I do think it was mean. I think the prank was brilliant. I think the only thing that I will say is that to make it longer, they just needed to let him in on the joke.
Yeah.
And just say, "Oh, it was Tane," or whatever, or I don't know. I just feel like that would have been a bit nicer.
Do you know what would have been good? You're right. It needed to be more. They let him in on the joke, like you say, and then we're like, "We won't do it to you now. We'll have it." Haha. It was funny last night, and then the next night, something actually is there, and it's not Tane and Mali.
That would be funny if they were all in the tent together, like huddled up and scared. That would have been hilarious.
Yeah, and all three of them are absolutely shitting it.
Yeah, that would have been really funny. Well, it's not me because I'm here. Well, it's not me because I'm here. That would have been really funny. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do think I would have liked a bit more, but I guess because they were away somewhere doing it. When they had to film at night because they had to film in the dark and they had to film in the light. I guess they only had like a day to shoot and can only get so much done. I guess
this is true. Yeah, very, very true.
But also, I just want to bring up one thing with you, Si.
Oh, yeah.
The kangaroo poo prank was good, but I do not like the fact that Australians call sweets lollies when they're not lollies.
Oh God,
they are sweets. Lollies are on a stick.
Yes, agreed. Chupa chup.
Yes, like a Chupa Chup lolly or a Swizzles lolly or like, when those sherbet dib dabs, so you had like a lolly that you dipped in your sherbet. That's a lolly.
Yeah, that is a lolly. Yeah,
but they call all sweets lollies, and I can't get my head around that at all.
No, I can't. I mean, do you remember the kangaroo poo? I'd imagine it's like those little chocolate.
They look like those milk dud things that America has. Those little milk duds. Yeah.
When I was in school, they used to have them, but we used to call it rabbit pellets or something.
Oh yes, yeah, rabbit poo.
But obviously it wasn't.
Yeah,
something like that. But you would never. That's not a lolly.
It's not a lolly. It's sweets.
I agree.
I was fuming. I've seen on Instagram or TikTok or something, and there's a video of Ada, and she's on set, and it's obviously not while they're filming. It's behind the scenes kind of thing. And
one of her tours.
Yeah, she's filming herself, and she's going around the surf club. And she's like pointing stuff out in the surf club. And she goes over to the juice bar and she goes, "Oh, all of these are like these jars, these like plastic jars on the juice bar counter." She goes, "All of these are glued down because I try and open the tops and I try and eat the lollies." And I was like, "Those are not lollies. Those are sweets." Like, and then when Marley said it, I was like, "This must be an Australian thing," and it's making me,
Do you know, you give people a language and they just butcher it.
They just what? somebody needs to supervise. Because this is not even an Americanism. Like they
I know,
made
they're
this
bad
up.
enough.
They
Yeah.
made this up entirely on their own. Like, who was supervising that day when that word was made? Come on, it's not on. It's not on.
No, I agree. I am with you. I am with you on Lollygate.
Yes,
It's
Good.
ridiculous.
I'm fuming.
Get a poll going online this weekend.
I'm gonna write to Channel 7
Mhm.
and the Australian Prime Minister and all of the politicians. It's not
Yeah,
on.
with all the serious stuff.
It's not on. They are sweets.
I can just see the points of view now on Sunday. I was utterly disgusted when I tuned into my headwear.
I think you'll find I was a flabbergasted.
my flabbers were casted.
I was flabby G'd.
To witness a young, strapping Australian call a sweetie a lollipop. This is not on one stick.
Sticks were absent. Yeah.
Sticks were absent, and I demand a refund of my license fee. Yours truly, Sophie.
I love it. Honestly, they're getting a snotty email next week. Yeah.
Go on, go all Karen on him. Go on, I dare you. Will you see me in? Because I need a laugh.
All right. I'll get co-pilot to write it in the style of
Yeah,
you
well,
know.
it does a good hairy men story.
It does.
Tell you.
Points of view style letter to the Australian government. There we go.
Oh, can't wait.
Banning the word lolly in relation to anything that hasn't got stick. Right, Si, it's time for your say on the bay.
What?
You ready?
My say on the bay
Well,
again.
kind of. I guess we've had quite a lot of say so far. If you've managed to sit
Alright.
through the last hour or so, we have had quite a lot of say. But I've been digging through social medias. I've been reading comments. I've been looking at reactions from people who have watched Home and Away in the UK this week, and I'm going to read some of those out. Before I do that, though, a quick reminder that we are on social medias. Obviously, we're Coastal News Podcast at Coastal News Pod, Facebook, Instagram, Threads, YouTube, Twitter, Blue Sky. We're on all the stuff. And we also tweet along, don't we? Between 6:30 and 7 p.m, Monday to Friday. What we do is we jump on X, Twitter. We use the Home and Away UK hashtag, and we talk about what's happening on the screen. So if you've got any opinions about what's happening on the show as you're watching it and you want to share them with people, jump on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call the app, and use that hashtag and tell us what you think. But if you don't do social medias and you can't join the tweet along, you can use our form on our website by going to coastalnewspod.com, navigate your way to the Your Say on the Bay page and fill in the form that we've got on there, and then tell us what you think about the episodes that aired this week in the UK. And we might just read your comment out next week, mightn't we? Yes, in fact, we're going to do that right now because I've got 2 comments on the shiny form.
Ooh.
I know, I've been spoiled. People are starting to find the form. It's great. So
Yes.
Rose is the first commenter on the form, and Rose says, listening to the latest pod and totally agree, it's all gone a bit boring since Irene's departure. Yeah, we were talking about this last week, weren't we, that the it feels like the wheels have come off a bit since Irene left.
Yeah, I think we felt a bit deflated, didn't we? But I think what goes up must come down, I suppose.
Yes, that's true. But then Rose suggested, because I think we mentioned it last week that we're watching, Rose said, what about a Traitors special in the meantime? She says,
just abandon this until it gets good again.
Forget Homers, just do Traitors. So she said, I'm also hooked, and I would love to hear Si and Sophie's views on the series. Personally, I love Alan Carr, and he's doing really well. And hopefully, Home and Away will pick up again soon. It's got to be something brewing for the end of season finale.
Rosie, he's dead. Deal with it.
Well, I think the people have spoken, Si. Well, Rose has. Rose
They
has
want a
spoken.
Traitors podcast off us.
So
Wonder when we'll squeeze that in.
welcome to Traitors Uncorked.
Oh, I haven't got a cork here to make the sound.
This is Traitors Uncorked. which is a traitors podcast hosted by Si and Sophie and sponsored by Blossom Hill.
Semyon.
Of course, I'm joking, but that would be hilarious. We should probably do that. Like you say, when do we have time? I don't know.
Yes, but rest assured, Sophie and I are absolutely obsessed with traitors. We have been through. We are not new to traitors.
Oh no, we're not.
We were there from the beginning.
Yeah.
And we talk a lot about it. We literally do our own little tweet along on WhatsApp to each other, don't we?
We do.
Every episode.
I can't watch it without you now. It's weird.
No.
I'm like, where is he? Come on.
Yeah, we're sharing lots of thoughts together, and yes, in a nutshell, we love the traitors, and many people do, and we also love Alan Carr. Team
Alan. Yeah, we are Team Alan, even though he's a traitor.
Was worried at the beginning.
Yes.
You know,
I
didn't think it was going to be quite this good. Yeah,
it was so funny. I couldn't even look at him. Like when he was sweating and drinking rosé, I couldn't even look at him.
You know that'd be us.
I know. Well, we said that. We said we'd be crap at this, but yes.
Yeah.
I do love it. I do love it. No, loving the show. Sad that Tamika went too early. Sad that Paloma went too early. Sad that Stephen Fry went too early. Hoping it'll kick off next week. And
Jonathan's days are up.
Jonathan's definitely days are numbered. And Ed Gamble has got Tory hair, and that is what I think.
Oh yes. So not only do we do this, but every evening on Uncloaked, we talk about Ed Gamble's appearance.
Ed Gamble. It looks like he enjoys a weekend away at Bloodstock listening to metal bands. But his hair would secretly write a letter to the council complaining about the noise. That's how he looks to me. It's really weird. Like it's jarring, and I don't know why they blow dry his hair into waves like that. It's very strange.
It is weird. And then it doesn't move.
It doesn't move. It's hairspray and everything.
Yeah. There was one week where he turned up his jeans so much.
You tweeted me. You were like, not tweeted me. WhatsApp me. You were like, look at his jeans. Look at the turn-ups on his jeans. And my gabbers were I was just
your gabbers were flasted or whatever.
I was flabbergasted.
Coat pop.
I was flabby-G'd, as Tom Daly says. Yeah. Is that enough? Gators and corks.
Is that all right? A little mini pod. Yeah, it would be good. Now I'm hearing it. It would be good.
It would be good. We should probably just put screenshots. Apparently. It's not what I meant.
That's an opera house thing only.
Screenshots of our WhatsApp conversations, because we pretty much we do comment on everything that happens on screen, don't we? Yeah, including Celia's farts.
Pretty much. And we're back to screenshots, right?
I think that's where I was going with my brain, because I was thinking about Celia better out than Imri, and then screenshots came out.
I had drink in my mouth. Stop it.
I'm sorry. It is funny.
Celia better out than Imri.
Better out than Imri. Yeah.
In true Science Soul fashion, we renamed half the cast as well.
Of course.
But we can't really share them, to be honest.
Well, I didn't know who Mark was, so I just called him Angry Scottish for about 2 weeks. Who's the Angry Scottish guy? Yeah. And I love Joe Marler, and if he gets voted off next week, I'm going to be fuming, because as a rugby fan and a Harlequins fan, I followed him for years on Instagram, and he's an absolute gem, and he's so funny.
I bet you have.
I have. He's so funny, and if he gets voted off, I'm going to be fuming.
Well, I've been calling him Ian because he looks like honestly, he's the spit of a manager at work called Ian.
No way.
Yeah.
No way. That's so weird.
I was like, we've all been saying at work, oh my God, he looks like Ian.
Really?
And everyone's like, yeah, I can't unsee it.
What, the body and everything?
Not...
Like, has he got a rugby player?
The body's like 50%, but the rest is spot on.
Okay, interesting. I'm coming to your house next week.
You better hurry up because I'm leaving this job.
Oh, dear me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Is that enough traitors uncorked for this week?
I think so. Yeah, back to the bay, do you reckon?
Back to the bay. Okay.
Yeah,
Anyway.
which is not a good podcast. Stick with this one.
Oh, well, thank you for your comment, Rose. Hope to hear from you again soon. And then the next person that's filled the form in is Emma T. So we've had
Hello.
a few forms filled in by Emma. Emma, unfortunately,
What program does Emma want us to talk about?
Emma wants to talk about homers. We're okay.
Oh.
We did miss one of your comments last week, I think, because you sent it in as we were recording. So unfortunately, we missed that one, but we've got your one from this week, so we'll read that one out. So Emma says, "Hi, my views this week on the bay. Would have liked to have seen more camping adventures with John, Mali, and Tane."
Oh, you said the same, Soph.
Yes, definitely want more of that. It was good. It was fun. It was like light-hearted. It's what we needed. Would have liked to have seen less of Harper on smouldr. In my opinion, it would have been lovely to have had a bit more scenes with him camping, less of Tane dicking around and scaring poor John. However, Mali was quite interesting in the camping adventure.
Do you know, that episode did wonders for Mali. I believe.
It was nice to see him crack a smile. I didn't know he could.
Yeah, and I think I was on the tweet along last night, and I can't remember who it was, but somebody said they even loved him, and it wasn't me for a change.
I think I might have some of those.
Oh, right, okay.
Tweets. I can't remember. I've got some Mali tweets to come. Yeah. So
Lovely. Like to hear.
Couldn't care less about Harper going on dates on smouldr though. Yeah.
Interesting.
Like Dana said, none of them are going to be Tane. And the guy she met in Salt on her date, I don't like his ripped cream top. That would be a massive red flag for me. I don't even remember that. Do you remember that?
You and I aren't really good with clothes details, to be fair.
We're not.
But sometimes we are, sometimes we're not. But a very good point when Harper's describing her ideal man, and then Dana says to her, doesn't she?
Yes.
You've just described Tane.
And also, that made me uncomfortable because didn't she say, and I need to get a second opinion on this, did she say she wanted someone more vulnerable?
She did.
Well,
yes.
that made me feel very uncomfortable. She's a social worker. What?
I need more prey.
I don't know what she meant by that. I need someone more vulnerable. I was like, what, more like naive?
Is she trying to, or is she trying to say Tane's a bit standoffish and cold and emotionless?
Or is he a bit damaged? Does she want someone that's a bit damaged? I don't know what she meant.
Well, it was an odd choice of words, wasn't it?
Vulnerable to me didn't sound like a compliment.
No, it was jarring because I was like, well, what does that look like? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. A fixer-upper is what I thought.
We didn't think, you could be right there. Yeah.
I can
she
fix
wants
him.
someone.
I can fix him.
Change him.
Ooh. I didn't like that, but anyway. But the cream
forgot
top
to mention
was
that scene.
I did. I blanked it out. The cream top was a red flag for Emma, though. The ripped.
I'm gonna have to check
top.
what this top looks like. I'm gonna let me write that down.
I'm gonna have to. I don't remember. I don't
did it make him look gay or something? Like
I don't know.
Red flag.
Red flag. It's got to be bad. Why didn't I notice it? I don't know. Don't know. However, earlier in the week, when they were talking about the app, that is Harper and Dana, Marilyn chipped in and was all over the smouldr chat. Maz, in her spare time, is just online chatting to all the guys on the app. Well, exactly. Let's know about that.
You weren't the only one that spotted that then.
She did say, I'm on smouldr, and then she walked away, and I was like, more information.
I'm sorry, you don't get told stuff on this show for no reason.
Exactly. It's coming.
Yeah, summit's afoot.
Probably shouldn't have said that, but yeah, a different choice of words maybe. It's coming, but it's coming. I think. I don't know. Emma then says, "Finally."
It's nice to get a warning.
I'd already said it. Like I was like, "Oh, that was the wrong choice of words." Emma says, "Finally, we are getting somewhere with how Joe and Lacey's mum died. Looking forward to seeing how this progresses over the next few weeks."
Aren't we all?
Yeah, that's true. Over the next few weeks, do you think it's going to be that long? I was kind of hoping we'd find out next week.
Monday.
I don't want to wait that long.
Monday before the first break, please. Would do.
I want Joe to wake up in a sweat and remember
Yeah.
everything.
Mm.
Because she's been listening to the voicemail over the weekend on repeat over and over and
It's
over.
weird, isn't it, how fast Home and Away is, and then suddenly with this, they've decided to be a snail's pace. And I don't. It's like we're just not used to this pace. That's what it is. We're just not used to it. We're used to sort of getting it and going with it.
Yes.
And it feels even slower as a result, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's jarring because it's not what we're used to. Yeah, that's it, isn't it?
Yeah, we're used to a much faster pace.
Emma then says, wasn't too sure if Alf was just going to go and meet Ryder or if he was off on a cruise as well. I think he said Ryder's coming into dock somewhere.
Docking into Sydney.
Yeah, so I think he was going to go and meet him on his day off or whatever while he was docked. Should I say docked? I don't know. That sounds weird now. At port. He's on land. There we go. I don't know what I'm saying. I've lost the plot.
I mean, all of the above could be euphemisms at this point.
The word docked just sounded really weird for a second then. But anyway, I don't think Mr. Stewart's off on a cruise. I think he's gone to the city, which we assume is Sydney, because Ryder's in town, isn't he? He's got the day off.
Yeah, and it's nice to remember where he is and that he's got a mention.
Exactly. It was nice to hear his name and hear David hear that Mr. Stewart is a granddad as well. Yeah. Yeah, it was nice. Emma says, keep up the good work, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Emma.
Now, I did say
Glad
that
you enjoy.
Emma submitted this on our form, but she does have some feedback for you, Si.
All right.
So a couple of weeks ago, I think I read out Emma said, the form's great, much prefer it to the email. But tonight she's saying, I'm using a mobile this week to write my views, and it's not as easy to use as the PC version as the typing area is wider than the screen. Just thought I'd let you know. Now, do we need to fix the form?
I will resize the form this weekend, Emma, so that you can use your mobile device. Yes.
Cool. Okay.
Thank you for your feedback.
Thank you.
Much appreciated.
We welcome everything, don't we?
It might deter other people from using it, so thank you.
Yeah, no, we will have a look. Thank you for raising it, Emma. Thank you for your comments as well. Yes.
Yes. See you soon.
And then let's move on to tweets. So
right.
Camping. I've got a few tweets about camping. So Sarah says yes to these monthly boys cheering up JP trips. Are they going to be monthly? I don't know. Justin mentioned a sort of monthly, like we could do this monthly. I don't know whether he committed to it.
Yeah, I think he was just kicking the can down the road, wasn't he? Because John wanted to do something every day.
Yes.
Yeah. And
do you think John will be like this forever, or do you think he was just doing it until he goes to see Irene and then actually it'll be over?
Who knows? Who knows? I mean, he could go either way when he gets back from that trip, couldn't it?
Yeah, that's true. Will he be more sad when he comes back? I don't know. It can't be long till he goes to Paris, though, can it?
Nope.
Because it was 6 weeks, and it's been at least 3 now, has it?
Yeah, he's probably going to go over the break.
Oh, yeah, and then he'll be back the next day.
We're probably going to see him in March.
But he might just come back the next day, I don't know. Maybe they'll use the Christmas break to sort of go, hi!
Because of the way we air in the UK, he'll turn up in May and only been out 3 weeks.
That's going to be so weird.
We're going to be like, not seeing him for 6 months.
I thought he got lost out. Oh dear, he got stuck at the airport with the blazer guy. Anyway, Julie,
don't set me off.
Sorry, flashbacks, PTSD. Julie says that was funny. I'm liking these camping trip scenes. A hairy man. That is so funny. Mali has been great in this episode. There you go.
Yes.
The tides are
Mali
turning.
he's getting his flowers.
Which is a good week for you because you got a tank top in the post.
Yes. Oh, I've not mentioned. Oh, I should have mentioned this. As a big Mali fan, listeners
Of
will
course.
know.
Yeah.
And this week may or may not be my birthday, unconfirmed. Sophie very kindly got me my very own manta ray vest, and I must say, do you know what?
Mm.
Content is incoming. I'll let you all decide.
Oh, okay. I'm excited. I'm genuinely
you-
excited because I
should
thought you were just going to call me a B word and throw it in the bin.
Oh, I mean, I called you that when I opened it.
You did. I did warn you though, didn't
But
I? Because I said there's a
I was
parcel coming, but you might just swear at me.
Oh, I was crying laughing. I thought I was crying laughing.
Oh dear.
But let me tell you, thank you very much. By the way, I know I've
You're
already said it,
welcome.
but thank you.
Oh dear.
It's funny, and yes, I've got a growing collection actually of home and away attire.
Memorabilia
Yeah.
and merch. Yes.
But yes, this is this is one of the best ones, and I think we're going to have some fun with it.
Good. I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to it.
Mm.
Okay. I'm braced.
Coming
they
to a
say.
beach near you.
Oh, okay.
Okay, the content's not going to be that good.
Are
But
you going to learn how to surf? Am I going to have to get you surf lessons now?
learn. I can ride a wave.
Can you?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
yeah,
I believe you.
yeah.
Many will
Yeah.
not. I believe you. Okay. Interesting. All right. Yeah. Watch this space. Watch this space. Let's move on to Harper. If you've got the energy. Have you got the energy? Yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah, go on.
Harper. So Sam on Twitter got in touch with us and said, for the most part, this was a really enjoyable, funny episode today. When Harper is like this, she's actually watchable, and the awkwardness with her and Tane was actually amusing. So this was like when she was getting ready for her date and they were sort of in the house and looking at each other, and it was all a bit, I found it cringeworthy. But Sam thinks, actually it's doing her a favour. Like, it's making her more watchable, and it's actually quite funny. So that's good. Like, I'm glad that people are seeing it differently and not getting annoyed, because it's draining, isn't it, when you're watching something and you're just constantly going, oh, I can't be bothered with this.
Yeah.
And when it's a different take, it's actually quite nice, isn't it?
It's just nice that they're not shouting at each other, I think.
Yes.
I think it helps. And I think the best characters are the ones you can find some relatability in there,
Yes.
in my opinion. And I think Harper is relatable when she's not making stupid decisions. It's completely universal to be nervous for a date, for example.
Yeah.
So because that's been the majority of the week for us with her, then it's palatable because it's something that we all can concur with.
And it's positive and exciting, and it's not miserable and moping, and I think that's the difference, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a change from the status quo with her, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. That's good. Tweety Tie says, are they going to try and make Tane be into Harper? Because I do not support this.
Well, no, you're not the only one either.
No.
And that is a sort of a worry of us, really, isn't it, as well?
Mm-hmm.
That just gives me the ick, as they say.
Gives me the ick. And also I just feel like, oh, no, you had your chance. It's too late.
Yeah, and you didn't appreciate it at the time.
Yeah.
She deserves better, and it's so sad if she doesn't acknowledge that.
Yes.
Yeah,
definitely. Yes. No, I'm hoping we don't go there. I'm hoping this is just a blip and it's just him, like, literally what he said. I'm worried about a new baby daddy coming in.
Yeah, and not being with Archie. Do you know what? I think that's the best way to take it, and I hope it stays that way.
I hope so too.
But I don't know, a couple of vinos and
another
a night
baby
in the pool outside.
Another baby on the way. Oh god.
Oh my dear God.
Yeah. No.
That's what they're thinking about.
It doesn't. Mr. David did make me laugh this week because he tweeted, Archie's first word is going to be neglect, I reckon. Because Harper...
Certainly not going to be mummy.
It's not going to be mummy, no. Because Harper is more concerned with her men than with her own son. Yeah. It's true. I mean, she was literally messaging 6 blokes on this app and sitting in Dana's house, and Sonny and Dana were trying to tell her to rack off because they wanted to go and have like goodbye nookie or whatever. And Archie was nowhere to be seen.
Yeah.
It was
I mean, that.
very
Yeah.
weird.
And it's obviously like baby actor labor laws, but.
But
Yeah,
just
you're
have
right.
a pram
He's
in
never.
the room. You don't
I
need to
know
see the
there's no.
baby.
I was going to say there's no paraphernalia, is there?
No, I don't need to see the baby. I mean, please don't. I'd rather just see the pram. But just have the pram next to her. That'd be fine. And then we were like, well, she's got him with her. Like, she's just flapping around the bay on her own all the time. It's just really weird.
But it's just a really funny story, very quickly, anecdotal,
Go on.
talking about baby items. Years ago, we had like a gas problem.
Oh,
I,
God.
I was like a child, I was like, well,
Yeah.
a teenager, and mum's like rang British Gas up, whatever. Might
Like
not
a
have been
leak.
them. So, yeah, like we had no gas, nothing was working,
Oh.
and we weren't a priority, or the boiler was broke, or something along those lines. Anyway,
Yeah.
we weren't a priority because we didn't fit into one of the categories, and one of the categories was you had a baby under a certain age.
Oh.
So, but a neighbour did. So we borrowed all this. We told them that that we did, and then so they sent an engineer out the same day, and then we had all this like just a rattle. We had like a high chair, and then like we borrowed from a neighbour.
Just to make it look like there's a
Just
baby
had
somewhere
it
in the
round
house.
the house. Yeah.
Lol.
So when the engineer came, he couldn't shop us in.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious. I love that you fully committed to the lie.
Oh yeah.
Props and everything.
I
Love
had a
it.
nice hot bath at the end of the day.
Fair play. Fair
Yeah.
play. Oh, that's
Gotta
so funny.
hustle.
But that's all she needs. She just needs to fake the baby being there.
Yeah, just leave some around.
Just leave a toy and a pram lying around, and then we'll be like, oh.
Unless
Archie's there.
she's cleared it, thinking the date might come back.
I don't know.
Although she was upfront about having a baby, to be fair, on the date.
She was. Yeah, she was. On both of them.
Yeah.
Yes. Nina on Twitter got in touch with us because of the scene, where the scene that I'm talking about in Dana's apartment or Sonny's apartment, where they're all sitting around together, and I think Harper asks for Sonny's advice on, do I declare that I've got a baby or do I keep it quiet?
Yeah.
And Nina says that was a lovely scene between Dana, Harper, and Sonny. So it was quite nice,
Yeah.
and I think Sonny again was really supportive and really, just a nice guy, just a nice bloke.
He's got a good head on his shoulders, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's worldly, and
Yeah.
I think it fits his story. That he's done a lot, hasn't he? He's experienced a lot, and I think he's got a lot of advice to give as a result.
Yes.
He's such a good friend, and actually, he is the glue that sort of age group of characters needs.
Yeah.
I
right.
don't think I quite appreciated that in his earlier days.
No, you
But
didn't.
he's definitely finished the puzzle when it comes to that group of characters, of a similar age on the show.
Yeah, but he's also quite good at the gap between that age group and the oldies as well.
Yeah, he's a classic home and away character. That's how you do it.
Yeah, I think he is. Yeah, I think he fits. I think he fits the show. I think that's one of the things I said when I first clapped eyes on him, that he looks very home and away to me. His character's very home and away.
I remember you saying that. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. He is the epitome, of the show.
Yeah, I think he's doing well. Good on you, lad. Good on you.
Keep it up, mucker.
Keep it up. What about the Langhams?
Yes.
I mean, we had plenty to say, so I'd imagine the people will have plenty to say as well. So Sam got in touch on Twitter and said David's crying was unbelievably well portrayed. Top-notch acting, sir.
Oh, not unbelievable.
No, unbelievably well portrayed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice feedback.
It's good feedback. Yeah, I do think he's genuinely grieving, this guy.
I'm struggling with him. I need to realize, right, homework for me. I need to work on this with him. Let me try and look at him differently, because I'm struggling with him. I'm finding him really cold and detached.
I think I can see that. I can see why you think that, but I do think it's grief and loss and sadness and depression. Yeah.
I've got to get there, haven't I? I'll
Mm.
try. I'll try.
I mean, I do think we're getting past that now. I mean, we've had dancing at Reenie's, we've had barbecue, we've had what else have we had recently? Oh, poker night, and now we've had leg guitar, air guitar, leg guitar, whatever you want to call it. He's warming up. He's not there yet, but he's warming up, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
I tell you what's not warming up. And that is people's feelings towards Lacey. This girl ain't getting much fan mail, Si. She ain't getting much fan mail.
She's getting a lot of hate mail.
Ooh, she's getting some comments. So Paul on Twitter said, I can't be the only person incredibly bored, in capital letters, of Lacey.
Yeah, but she's been a bit of a Neanderthal, isn't she?
I mean, out of the two, I'm talking about Joe and Lacey. Out of the two sisters, I prefer Lacey at the moment.
I do, but she's. What about her actions?
Oh yeah, I mean she's being a brat, but
Yeah.
I kind of get it.
Well, who are you to say how to react, really, when you go through something like that? I suppose you can't really, can you? So I take your point, but I can understand people's frustrations because she's constantly whinging at Theo.
Yes.
Constantly whinging at her dad. She's hard bloody work.
She is. I do think that Theo's getting the brunt of it, and I do think the melodrama over leaving the bay and all that stuff was a bit blown out of proportion.
Oh, God, I roll. What on earth was that all about?
But out of the two sisters, I'm more incredibly bored of Joe than I am incredibly bored of Lacey, I'll be honest.
I know. But I know we've said this before, but I think that's the performance.
Yeah. Yeah, probably. I don't know.
Don't want to go in on it, but I think we know a bit more about Lacey as well. We've seen her a bit more.
Yeah.
You know.
True. We've seen more sides of her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sam says Lacey's getting on my effing nerves now, and I didn't like Joe's reaction to finding the case file. Be upset. You're a grown woman. She behaves like a teen when she's with her dad.
Well, yeah, I've just said it, really, haven't I?
I mean, the fact that she still lives with her dad is a bit weird. And then the fact that she moved to the whole thing with Joe that I don't understand is she got the job at the hospital because her dad had got a job in the Bay, and she moved because he moved. And I think as a grown woman, an adult, you don't do that.
You don't ordinarily, but I wonder if it can be explained as what they've gone through, and then the family's fractured. It's probably brought them closer than your average.
They didn't live that far apart. She could have stayed in the city. There's no reason.
Well, yeah, she doesn't need to be in his pocket. Yeah,
no, or in his house.
Yeah.
It is a bit weird.
She could have been a much younger character, actually, when you think about it.
Yeah.
If they'd have cast someone, say, 16.
She's got to be able to drive, though, because she drove her mum into a train.
Oh, yeah, that would all have to be okay, 18.
Yeah.
And then we can get her out of the school situation. A bit younger.
Yeah, 20. Yeah.
That probably would work as well.
Yeah.
And then could that her being with her dad is still pretty plausible.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. It's the fact that she's got a career and then she moved from the city, which probably would have been better for her career.
A career, yeah, it was a bit weird. She followed him.
A coastal town that's not a lot's going on in,
I know, and she didn't have a can belt to her name.
Yeah, it's true. So there's thoughts about Lacey, not all positive. But then also Joe, the people aren't sending any fan mail to Joe either, let's be honest. So yeah, the two sisters are both getting sort of equal amounts of comments.
It's nice to hear though that people are struggling with these, because I am. I said to you
Yeah.
today, I'm not warm into this family at all.
Mm.
You know, I'm just not getting it.
I
So
don't
it's
think
nice to hear others feel.
I don't think I feel quite the same as you with them. I mean, if they suddenly left tomorrow, I wouldn't be saying to you,
Whoop-de-doo. Yeah.
put the dark, pod theme on. When someone we love dies or
Mm.
whatever. I wouldn't be
Mm.
saying, "Oh, let's go dark with the pod theme," or "Let's have a special episode about them," or anything like that. I would just be like, "Oh well, okay, they've gone." But I don't hate them either. Like, I don't dislike them, but I don't like them either. I'm somewhere in the middle. Like, I'm watching it and I'm going, I want to know more until I make my decision. I don't know. Bit weird. But
That's all right.
but some people have more strong opinions of Joe and Lacey than we do. So, for example, Vicky on Twitter got in touch and said, "Wish Joe would just leave already." See you, Joe. See you. You're not the
Wreck
only
off.
one, because Jen Je ne sais quoi on Twitter also said, "OMG, I wish Joe would go away. She's such an entitled brat. Grow the hell up." Yeah, there was a lot of comments like this. Like,
These are pretty strong, aren't they?
yeah, these are not me going, "I don't dislike her, I don't like it." These are like, "We don't like her, get her off the screen,"
Yeah.
aren't they? So
Yeah.
a bit stronger than what we are, I think.
Mm.
Mr. David says, "I bet you Joe knows more than she's letting on," which is what you said.
I said the same.
Yeah. And then
I'd be shocked if she doesn't.
I don't think she does. I literally am taking it at face value, but maybe I'm just being a bit sick. I don't know. Keep watching anyway. Gravy Monster on Twitter says, "Wasn't Joe saying last week that she wanted the case reopened in order to resolve everything?"
Yeah. Yes, she did.
Yeah.
You didn't dream it.
No. It isn't adding up, is it? Like, but is it
No.
the script or is it? I don't know.
Well, you never quite know, do you?
Is it who's writing it this week, or is it part of the storyline? I don't know. I don't know. But people are still Sarge as well. So Julie on Twitter says, "Why did David bring the file home? Why did he leave it in the cupboard where it was easy for Joe to find? Did he secretly want her to see it?" What do you think to that? Do you think
No,
David
he just works at YCPD and it's already rubbed off on him. It's just a sloppy policemanship.
It didn't take him long to go to small town policing.
No,
Did it really?
to sink to those levels.
It didn't take long at all.
The fact that he's even allowed to walk around with it in public.
Well, I don't think he is, because he snuck it into his bag with, while no one was looking. And I don't think he was supposed to take it home.
And the fact that he's even allowed to look at it, period. But let's not go too deep.
Yes. But Julie says, "I'm not buying it from David. Yes, he would be traumatized at the time, but surely he would have known basic information like who called the ambulance and the autopsy report."
Yeah, I feel like if you lost your spouse in such a in such a manner that quite the opposite, you'd want to know any little detail. Actually,
You'd be obsessed. I think
you would want the answers
to the point of unhealthy. I think.
Yeah, I agree. You would want the answers, wouldn't you, to be
And you
able
wouldn't
to
trust anybody
process
else.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't
fact
trust
that
someone
he's-
else. I'd want to know
He's
myself.
not even asked about the autopsy. How have you not even read the autopsy report, for example? I'm sorry. As painful as that would be, you would be on top of,
Yeah.
the coroner's report and things.
I think you'd get obsessed with it.
Of course you would.
Because you want answers, because you want to know why your person's been taken away from you.
Yeah, and it's the grieving process, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I think the fact that his daughter's involved just muddies it, but yeah, I still think you'd want to know.
Yeah.
You'd want to know. Tweety Tie says, "This family feels a bit odd to me. Joe comes across as the type who would want her own place and not live with her dad. And I can never figure out these people's ages, so that confuses me even more." Yeah.
Well, most of them are 25 going on 7.
It does feel
Tweety
a bit
Tie.
that
But
way.
yes, the family are odd.
When Cohen is the most mature out of all the youngies, you know, it says something. Yeah.
Comes to Sammy.
It comes to something with the 12-year-olds more mature.
We'll
Yeah.
find you dead.
It's true. It's true. People did tweet about the party, or the party that never happened, I should say.
Yeah, the non-started, twisted by a starting.
The barbecue that never barbecued.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mr. David said, Sarge, make sure you lose my invite for the next party in the post. He says, I'd rather go to work on a Sunday than this barbecue.
I don't know. Can you imagine at work on Monday being like, you'll never guess what happened to me on the weekend? I went to this barbecue, right?
That never happened.
Drama!
That's true. So the local policeman, was he a policeman? He's a sergeant, isn't he? Yeah, the local sergeant invited me to his house because he's just moved in, and I took all these plates of food round, and I got my nephew involved, and we went round there, and then it was all kicking off between him and his daughter, and then she stormed out,
Yeah.
and then we found out later that he's
Yeah.
opened the case on his dead wife's death. Yeah, it would be quite juicy.
It would. That'd be a story, wouldn't it?
It would be a story, definitely.
Yeah,
one
you
to
didn't even
tell.
get anywhere near Frankfurt.
The barbecue wasn't even lit. That's how early this kicked off. People have been noticing David's dance moves as well.
Oh, God.
So
Don't
Julie,
make me endure this.
Julie said David with his dad dancing, LOL. And Mr. David confirmed. He says all Davids dance like that. So now I'm seeing Mr. David playing air guitar with his leg in my head. There we go. If Mr. David is coming to Irene's thing in London, I'm going to ask him to do it for me so I can see it in real life.
Okay, video it, please.
I want to see the David dance. I'm not going to call it dad dancing. I'm going to call it David dancing. There we go. And then to end the week, we've got Gravy Monster saying, oh my goodness, I think I love Dave. He is so embarrassing. Are we warming to Sarge, though? Some people aren't. I don't know. Some people are... Julie's really sus of him.
I'm struggling. I mean, the dancing, I don't think I saw most of it because...
I was watching it between my fingers, I'll be honest.
Yeah. I cringed into the wall.
It was entertaining though, and it was different, nice, different, unusual from seeing him look miserable, wasn't it?
Yeah. The only way you get anyone doing that is if after they've had a Chardonnay.
Chardonnay, yeah. Nice. It was nice, different, unusual, I think.
Yeah. Well,
Yes.
you're on your own.
I am on my own.
The tweets proved it.
True. Oh. Well, thanks for your tweets. Thanks for your input. Thanks for your
Thank you.
completing the forms on our website, which we will fix over the weekend. Thank you, Emma. Without your say, there would be no Your Say on the Bay.
Please take the time to like, subscribe, and review Coastal News wherever you source your podcasts and ensure you never miss an episode.